We got a crowd today. I like this. This is gonna be very cool. Are we on, Lenny? Nice. All right, cool. Welcome everybody to the final iConnect University for 2024. It's been a great year. I'm hoping everybody's had a very great year. There's been lots of ups and downs, I know, with all of us. And I really just first and foremost want to show my appreciation to every single one of our supporters that have been here since day one. All of our advisors, all of our investors, all of our agents, all of you all who just continue to come here to iConnect University. I just really want to show my appreciation to you guys. Today we have some strategy that will get you in front of some buyers and sellers on social media. We got some giveaways. We're in the Christmas giving spirit here, and we're ready to rock and roll. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you all a social media strategy that has been working for us. We literally started this at the beginning of the week, and we're already getting thousands upon thousands of views on our Instagram from local buyers and sellers here in the Temecula area. And so I wanted to show you all that, how we're doing that. And so I'm just going to bring up my phone here real quick. I'm just going to connect my phone right here real quick. I'm going to ask that you guys bear with me for a second because manning the back end systems on top of being the host is a little complex. And so, if there's like moments of silence, I apologize for the awkwardness, but I'm just like doing the back end and trying to talk to you guys at the same time. So bear with me. So let me go here. Okay, that's set up. All right, so we're going to be hopping into Instagram today, and I want to show you all, first of all, let me just tell you all what we've been doing, and then we can get into the strategy. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get in front of buyers and sellers with exactly what they're looking for online. So as we all know, products that we sell is homes, obviously. And I know you all seen on Instagram those, I want to say like Instagram influencers, if you will, who are like, real estate agents, and they literally just go around and they post and post and post, and they get so many people commenting on their posts about the home that they are filming about, the whatever sort of home that, whether it's a new model, an investor flip, or whatever it is. We have a really good friend who they're actually with I think they are with our team now. But this guy, his name's Walter, and he started posting organic content on his Instagram about 2 years ago. Now he gets about, I think he has 23,000 followers on his Instagram account, and he's generating hundreds of leads every single week. And so we had a conversation with him, and we were like, how are you doing this? He broke down how he's doing this. We just started it this week, and we already got thousands and thousands of views on our content. And so here's what you do. Real simple. Go out, find a really nice home, film it with potentially one of these, and then you're going to take it and then you're going to upload it to your socials, and you're going to input the description, put some trending music behind it, and then let the views come in from all the local buyers and sellers in your area. We've been doing this right now, and I actually want to show you guys. And so I want to see if it's up yet. Mira Andre. Okay, so yeah, so
May I
let's.
ask, is the engagement being organic or are you also paying for ads on top of this?
No, so okay, so paying for ads, that's going to be the next step. Because yes, we're going to get into that, but all of this is organic that we've been doing so far. So, AKA, it's free. Let me say that one more time. AKA, it's free. A free way to get in front of your buyers and sellers in your local neighborhood. I love free, especially being a real estate agent. I know everything's commission based, and you guys are being sold up and down all day from these marketing agencies. And when you can just go out and do this stuff yourself and generate business yourself organically. So hold on, let's get to here. Any mirror. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch here. So I'm gonna show you all the content, and I'm gonna show you all how to produce the content from literally start to finish, and descriptions, music, everything. So let me transition over to here. Boom. All right, cool. Come over here real quick. Change the view on my side. Speaker. And then we're going to go to here, pin, boom, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's hop into the Instagram real quick. So I want to show you all what we're doing first. Okay, so we just started posting this week, and it started with this property right here on the left-hand side in the middle next to the AI Made Easy. And we usually, and so let me show you like beforehand. Like as you guys notice, like we don't get that many views on our Instagram lately, right? 51, 52, 44, 60, 113, 232. Andrew got 1,000. But what's it called? This is one of the first properties that we posted, and we got 447 views on it. We posted another one, which is 531. We started posting some city content, but this one right here just blew up out of nowhere, the 3,719. And then we got another one, the 269. And so now we're, instead of averaging like 50, 60 views on our posts, now we're getting up there to the 500, 600, 700, and then now even the thousands. And so this post right here, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
No sound. There it goes. Take me down, 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 deeper than the ocean.
And so I want you guys just to notice not only the engagement on the right-hand side, which we're getting on every single one of these videos. And so 17 likes, 6 comments. And keep in mind, we just started this Monday. Like we literally just started doing this. And so we do like community stuff. But yeah, look, 9 likes, 5 comments, 3 shares. On this one, 8 likes, 4 comments, 5 shares. Going from this, 1 like, 0, 0, and only 50 people looking at it, to now getting multiple shares and engagement and just skyrocketing our views with this content. In me, I thought it was very impressive for the first week. And I wanted to show you all how to create content like this. And so step number 1, let me flip this over real quick. Feel like a video version of a DJ. Step number 1 to create these things is obviously the listings. Obviously, you all know the Warburton team. We're mainly a buyer-centric team, mainly deal with buyers, may get a listing every once in a while from one of the buyers that need to sell a property in order to buy something else. But we mainly deal with buyers. And so we're like, where are we going to get these listings from in order to film? And there was 3 areas that we targeted. 1, new development is the easiest. You literally call the new development and tell them, hey, look, we're wanting to bring more exposure to some of the coolest newly constructed homes in the area. And to do that, we are posting a video of the new development, the floor plan, whatever it is, on our social media, and we're going to tag you guys in our post. So far, I want to say, oh yeah, 100% of them that I've reached out to, they're like, yeah, fine, come. Like, and what you're gonna hear is like they're gonna say like, as long as it's not a big production crew, which it's never. Like those videos that I showed you, obviously not the city stuff with the drone shots, but all of the home stuff that we're filming, it is all done with a phone and a gimbal like this. That's it. That's all we're using, right? And so, yeah, so we call them. The other cool thing is obviously I'm pretty sure some of you have some sort of niche. I know we have a couple individuals in our office that are luxury specialists. They want to specialize in more luxury properties, $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, right? And obviously there are some new builds out there that are like $5 million, $3 million new builds. But for the most part, over here in the Inland Empire, we deal mainly in the 250 or 300,000 to $800,000 range. But for the real estate agents out there that specialize in the luxury, right? You want to contact listing agents. And literally it's the same exact thing. Like anytime I'm selling anything, I always talk about what's in it for the other person. And so this is what it would sound like. Ring, ring. Hey, Christian. This is Cameron with the Warburton team. How are you? I'm doing great. Great. hey, listen, what we're doing right now is we're bringing lots and lots of exposure to some really cool properties in the Southern California area, the Northern California area, the Arizona area, whatever area that you're in, we're bringing lots and lots of exposure to these properties by posting them on our social and then tagging you, the listing agent, on this. Would you want to do this for 123 Main Street? And usually, I want to say 80 to 90% of the time, they're like, yeah, sure. What do I have to do? And sometimes I get people that ask me like, how much does it cost? And I always, me, I like I like to joke around with them and I say like, well, the cost is just letting me in. Because I don't have my license as a real estate agent. Like obviously I'm not a real estate agent. And so you just have to let me and my videographer in. Now the benefit you all have is you're a real estate agent and you can go into the MLS and you can not only see beautiful properties in there and actually set yourself up on a drip campaign and to send yourself beautiful properties based on whatever criteria that you have. But as soon as you see the properties in the MLS, you can just go there because you have access to the lockbox. And so this is where you guys have an upper hand to me and my marketing team because none of us are real estate agents. We have to have the listing agent let us in. And a majority of the time, what they tell me is, all right, cool, there's a lockbox there. Feel free to go in. Here's the security code. Have at it. And that's how you find like any sort of property, especially like for any new real estate agents who are getting their business up and running. I used to do this for open houses, and I see this works as well for homes that you want to film to put on your social media to then get the attention of buyers and sellers on social media. And so that's step number one, getting the home. You have to find the home, right? And so use that script exactly. We're bringing more exposure to your home and to really cool listings in the area. And would you be open to us posting a video about your 123 Main Street? I'm telling you, 90% of the time, everybody's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. There's a lockbox there. Go ahead and do your thing. So now you find the home, go into your MLS, look for a really nice home that you want to do it with, and then call a real estate agent and use that script, and you're going to get that home. Step number 2 is actually filming the property. So I'm going to give you guys 3 words when it comes to filming. For those of you that don't know, I used to run a media company, and this is all we did. We would go out and do photos, videos, 3D virtual tours, drone shots. We would do all that good stuff for real estate agents. It was a great fun venture. Over the span of 3 years, me and my business partner, we were able to film and photograph over $500 million worth of properties. We filmed hundreds of properties on a yearly basis. It was a very fun venture. And so I learned, if you will, the fundamentals of camera movements and basically how to get smooth footage like you've seen in those videos that I was showing you. And so I want you to remember these 3 camera movements: pan, push, and pull. It's really simple camera movements, really simple. And so usually to get very smooth footage, you're going to use a gimbal, right? Now, gimbals, this is one of the higher end ones. These is a DJI Osmo Mobile. We are not sponsoring or sponsored by DJI at all by any means, but I've used this since I was with my company. I use the upgraded version of this, which actually holds an actual camera, not your phone. But these do very, very well when it comes to getting very smooth footage like you've seen in the video that I just showed you guys. And so I have a surprise for you guys at the end of this, and just stay tuned to the end of this when it comes to this gimbal. But when you go out to film, remember, push, pull, and pan. Just remember those 3, right? And so if I was filming, now I'm going to say something. If you are filming on YouTube, make sure you are in landscape mode. If you're going to be posting this to YouTube, make sure it's landscape. Landscape means, just think about, landscape means your phone like this. This is landscape, right? Where you're filming like this, right? Portrait, if you're just posting on Instagram, like the videos that I showed you, and Facebook and TikTok, then you're going to be shooting portrait. Portrait, landscape. Landscape, portrait, right? And so you're posting based on how the platform displays videos for their consumers, right? And so for these videos, you want to, as soon as you get your gimbal, you want to shoot portrait, right? Because I'm going to be showing you how to post it onto Instagram, right? And again, so the 3 words: pan, push, pull. Really simple. A push is exactly how it sounds, and it's good that I'm in a rolly chair because this is gonna make it's gonna make it a lot more simple. So a push movement is literally where you're just standing there, and on the gimbal, when you're holding the gimbal with the camera in it, you literally push the camera towards the room that you are walking into. It's a very simple movement, right? You're pushing the camera, right? The next one, it's the opposite. If you're not pushing, you're pulling. You're coming out of a room, right? And so I usually at the doorway, anytime I walk into a room, a kitchen, a dining room, any sort of room, the first entry point into that room, I want to make sure that I am pushing the camera into the room or pulling the camera out of the room, right? Very simple. The more complicated one, but easier to do with a gimbal, right, to get this nice and smooth, is called a pan. Now, what a pan is, to best explain this, imagine if you all are my subject, you all are the room, and all I'm gonna do is just circle around you as if I am like I always envision like a string is attached to the subject. And so if my subject is you all, if you all are my kitchen, my dining room, my master bedroom, or whatever it is, if you're the subject, imagine a string is in the center of the room, and I'm just rotating this camera around that subject, right? And so that's a pan, right? All the movements you all can go on Instagram right now and you can just look up like hashtag real estate agent or hashtag homes or whatever it is, and you're gonna see every single one of the shots is either a push movement, a pull movement, or a pan, or it's a combination of those two. A combination of those two. So you can like push and then rotate in a room like that. But I don't want to get that advanced. I just want to make this super simple. This works. I'm telling you, one of the luxury we were talking to, for those of you that don't know, over here in the Temecula, there's some really nice, brand new luxury homes over here that are priced in the millions. And I went on their Instagram and literally every single one of their camera movements was one of those three. They were either pushing into a room, pulling out of a room, or they were panning around a room or like the island in the kitchen or whatever it may have you. So just remember those three words when you're filming. Push, pull, pan. That's it. Keep it plain and simple. Get a gimbal like this so the footage isn't shaky, and just push, pull, pan, right? That's it. Keep it super simple. And always, here's like an extra tip. Always make sure, let me see how to explain this before I explain it. What I always like to make sure is I like to make sure my verticals are aligned. And what I mean by that is if you look into your camera, and I'm going to see if I could do this right now. So if you look into your camera, you're going to notice there's going to be like the edge of where the footage stops, right? So the actual composition, like where you're looking at the camera, and just like you could see, so let's try this. You see this line right here, the edge of my camera, right? You see how mine is not vertically aligned with the edge of this picture frame? Whoa, sorry. Yeah, with the edge of the picture frame. You see how the picture frame is slanted? That means the camera's verticals are not aligned, right? And even when you look over here, you see these lines right here on the panels on my background? And then you see, compare it to the edge of the camera, right? That means the verticals are not aligned. And so you walk into every single home. It's a construction worker's responsibility to make sure that the walls and the window seals are straight up and down lines, right? And so if you make sure that the edge of your camera is parallel to the corners, walls of the walls and the window seals, you have fantastic footage. You have fantastic footage, right? And always keep your verticals aligned, right? Pan, push, pull, keep your verticals aligned. Okay, so now you collected all that footage, right? Our marketing team has the benefit of having editors in-house, right? So we have the videographers, we have the editors, we have graphic designers, all that good stuff. And so they're the ones that are putting the footage together. But luckily, Instagram allows us to take this footage and put it into Instagram. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this right now. So we found the property. The listing agent gave us permission to go film that property, and make sure you always get permission from the listing agent. Don't just show up to a property and film it, and the listing agent sees their property on Instagram one day, and that's just you don't want to be in that situation. So always make sure you're getting permission from them. And then you filmed the property, you got your pushes, you got your pulls, you started in the beginning of the property, the outside, and then you walked your way through the floor plan, and then you ended outside, right? And then now you need to upload this stuff to Instagram. And I'm actually going to upload a property right now from one of our videographers filmed, just to show you guys exactly how it works. And so I'm going to come here. I'm going to transition over to Instagram, all right? And so here's what I'm going to do. All right, so we're in Instagram. As soon as you have all your footage, you're gonna hit that plus button at in the middle of the bottom middle of the phone. You're gonna hit that plus button, and I always create reels, right? And so for you all, the photos here, so the photos I have here, those are gonna be all the clips that you got, right? So obviously you're gonna be hitting record, do your push movement, stop recording. Boom, that's one clip. Another clip, record, pan around this island, stop recording, boom. And then you're gonna have all those clips in here, right? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna upload it to Instagram, and then literally you just put them in order. It's really simple. So let me show you how to do it with photos, right? And so I should have done this with a property, but I think you all are smart enough to get it. And so, right? So imagine these are my clips of the property. What I'm gonna do is swipe up to start editing. Sorry, I'm just gonna click edit video at the bottom. And you see how these are clips right here? Every single one of these, when I click on them, they're clips, right? Boom, boom. I can edit the length of the clip, right? I can make it shorter, I can make it longer, right? And I can do a lot with it. But what I wanna do, I just wanna make sure they're in order. So they're the front of the property, the inside of the property, the backyard of the property. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just putting them in order, that's it. And so, what I'm going to do is, there's gonna be a couple things that I wanna do. So you all understand to take the clips that you did, put them in here, and to change the order of them, you click on a clip, and then you see that reorder button at the bottom with the little loop. You're gonna click that, and then you could reorder it, right? And so grab a clip, I grabbed the second clip, and I just moved it over, right? I'm gonna grab the last clip, and I'm gonna move it over, right? You just reorder it, and boom, you're done, right? So if you can imagine, those are your clips. That's literally the only thing you need to do, right? When it comes to editing the actual footage. But there's two other things that I wanna do when it comes to editing this video. I'm gonna go ahead and upload so I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna exit out of this, start over, and I'm gonna upload a video that one of our videographers did. So I'm gonna get rid of all these, and I'm gonna hit next. And so here's an actual video that our videographer did. You see how it started on the outside, went to the inside. This was one of the new developments over here where we're located. And then he just panned around. Now his is a little bit flashy. Again, you do not have to be flashy at all. We just like to add that little flashy touch. If you have creative juices in your brain, go ahead and play around with the transitions and all that good stuff, but that's advanced stuff. We just want to put the clips in here, add some music to it, and then put our captions in the beginning to really capture somebody, to really, what we call in the digital marketing world, stopping the scroll, which means you want to capture somebody's attention when they're just scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. They see something that captures their attention that makes them want to continue watching that one video. And so I'm going to show you how to capture, stop the scroll with some captions in a bit. But you see how his verticals are aligned the whole time, and how he's just walking around the property. He's literally using a gimbal in his camera, in his phone. That's all he's using. And so, and look how amazing that footage is. And so, but what we need to do is, I'm going to come in here. Sorry. I'm going to come in here and hit next. And then I'm going to come down, and you see the little note, the musical note. So you see the icon A along with the sticker, along with the musical note. So I'm going to click that. And then what I usually like to do, I like to go to trending music. And then I look for music that's like, let's see. So I usually look for music that's in like the hundreds of thousands. So like this 740,000. So let's go with that one. So it's a Christmas song. Me personally, I don't like Christmas songs on my stuff. Like I may like do some Christmas stuff more near Christmas. But let's do a different song. So let's do Every Day's a Holiday, Just a Little. I want lots of views. So like Rain Gang.
Is
No.
there a reason you go for sounds with lots of views versus ones that are just starting to grow up?
So yeah, so like I feel like there is, So there's like an art to that. And I don't really know. If I like I wouldn't know how to give a class on how to pick music because just like you mentioned, there's trending music that is starting to trend even more and collect even more views. And so, and if you can tell on the left-hand side, you can see like a green uptick versus the red downtick. And so this is where to be honest, it's like personal preference, like what type of music you want on there. But I always just go in there and I always just choose like trending music. And so, I mean, it's worked so far for us. Like we're getting lots of views on our stuff. And so that's what I do for right now.
Can I add music is almost like a hashtag? So when you pick a popular song, people could hit that song and see all the videos that song is tied to. So your
Mm,
video will show up in other people's feeds.
yeah.
So I just thought with the more videos that's already on, it's going to be a bigger web page for you to get lost in. That's why I ask.
Ooh, see, we need to switch places. You, you need to be teaching this class instead of me. Well, no, that's a good point. So the point that, forgive me, your name didn't pop up on the screen when you started talking. Remind me of your name again.
Aline.
Aline. So the point that Aline is bringing up is that her methodology of choosing music is choosing music that hasn't yet blown up. And so she's choosing ones that have like the ones that you see, 12,000 views. And so like her hopes is that it turns into a 42,000 views, you know, 100,000 views because the less views that it has, it means the less people used it, which means there's less competition of competing against other posts that are using that music. And so so I like that. And so, but for sake of example, we're just going to choose a song here. So let's go to some of the new music. I just want to make sure. So I'm looking at the time at the end of it too, because our reels are 90 seconds. So I don't want to choose something that's like 14 seconds right there. So let's just do this one. No, original. Let's see.
This is always the hardest part of videos,
Yeah,
picking the song.
yeah, choosing a song. So let's do this. So software. Um,
I usually like to keep a Rolodex of just like
okay, so
saved
let's go
ones
with
that I
that.
see.
And sorry guys for the loud sound. So, but yeah, so I just selected that song, right? And so you can go in there, select the song that's trending or whatever song that you'd like to select. Um, and then what we're gonna do is I'm going to then hit the A button in the beginning, right? And this is now putting text in there. And so what I want to do is just capture somebody's attention. So this is what they call in videos like the hook, right? And the hook is just hooking someone in to then continue watching this video. And so for this property, let's see. Let's see. So the hook, these are Opal. So I'm gonna give me a second with this. So this, I like hooks like this. And so I'm gonna just like write it in there. You see that kitchen, boom, right? And then I'm just gonna change the style of it. I didn't mean to get this like detailed into it, and you guys don't have to get this detailed into it, but this is something I'm actually gonna post on our page, so I just want to make sure it's cool, right? And so this is what I'm gonna put at the beginning. So I'm gonna put, did you see that kitchen? Right? And so it's like emphasizing like, man, you really need to see this kitchen. Wait until you see this kitchen. It's absolutely amazing, right? With the I don't even know what to call that emoji. Eyebrows up, eyebrows raised emoji, right? So that's the first thing that we're going to put in there. And then the next thing that we're going to put in there, I'm going to choose a sticker. And then the sticker, what I always do is the location. So I don't know if you guys seen where I went to go get that. So the sticker icon is the second icon next to the text icon in between the music and text. I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and then location pops up right there. And I always do the location of where this is located. I believe it is Menifee. And so I'm gonna bring this down here, boom, right? I put it right under there, and I'm just gonna make sure that this was Menifee. So Opal Sky Menifee. Okay, perfect. Yep. And then last thing I'm gonna do, obviously with this being iConnect University, I am going to put in there, we have this little slogan on our team called Tap, Talk, Tour, right? And I'm gonna add a couple spaces because I'm then gonna put our logo in there. So Instagram doesn't allow you. So we created an iConnect emoji and we were super excited because we are like, oh man, we're gonna put this in the description, the iConnect emoji. It's super cool. And then I figured out that Instagram doesn't allow custom emojis in the descriptions. And so here's my little workaround for that. And so I put Tap Talk Tour, right? Assuming that you're an on-demand real estate agent, you can simply tap, talk, and tour. And then I am going to select another sticker. I'm going to tap on photo, and then I'm going to scroll to find our iConnect emoji. And then I'm just going to size it accordingly. And so I'm going to bring it down here, and then I'm going to put it right in there. Sorry, guys, my fingers are kind of big, and so make it a little bit smaller. Boom. Right there. Boom. All right, cool. Did you see that kitchen? Menifee, California, Tap Talk Tour, right? And so now you guys are going to be like, wait a minute, Cameron, that text is all throughout the video. How do I get it just in the beginning of the video? I don't want it to block all the view of the, nice kitchen, the living quarters upstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tap on the text, and you see how the yellow bar lined up around it? I'm going to go ahead and go to the end, and I'm going to just drag it to where I want the text to stop. I usually drag it as soon as I walk through the front door, so that transition right there where it goes white, that's where I want it to stop. And then for every single one of them, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag it over to where I want the text and the emojis to stop. And it does this little like lock and play feature that Instagram has. It's really cool. You can like edit the whole video just in Instagram. Like you don't need any additional tools. I may teach on CapCut and caption at a later time, but I literally all I need is Instagram's tools that are already in here. So what I usually do is I center the white line where I want to stop, and then I move everything towards that white line so it all goes away at the same time. There. Okay. So now, boom, and it stops right there. So on that transition, boom. So all of it goes away, right? And so now, here's what it looks like, right? Perfect. Okay. So we're going to hit next, right? And so we got our property from the listing agent. We called them, told them exactly what I told you to tell them. We're bringing more exposure to your property. Remember, when you're asking them for something, tell them what's in it for them. What's the benefit to them of doing this? 2, we went in there, we filmed. Pan, push, pull. Easy, right? With our gimbal, right? Now 3, I'm uploading it to Instagram, and I edited literally everything in Instagram. And so the last piece is just posting it. And a part of posting is descriptions and tagging the real estate agent. So I'm gonna show you how to do that, right? And you guys can actually steal this description. I literally use this description every single time I do this. And so we actually have a ChatGPT version of the description coming soon. So I'm giving you guys a little sneak peek right there. You're gonna take that prompt, put it in the ChatGPT, and it's gonna create the description for you. But that's a different day. Giving you guys sneak peeks and cliffhangers. So what I'm gonna do, so I already have my description here, and I'm gonna go through this description. I'm gonna copy it, right? And then I'm gonna come over here to Instagram. I'm gonna paste it right there, right? So don't miss out on the last phase of Copper Sky Model Homes in Winchester. So this isn't in Winchester. This is in Menifee, right? And then, these newly built and beautifully designed homes are selling fast. So this is actually, I'm just going to change the model home. So bear with me for a second. So these are called Opal Sky. So model homes, Opal Sky, and Menifee. So we're gonna go Opal Sky in Menifee. Don't miss out on the last phase of Opal Sky and homes in Menifee. The reason why I say that is because they're actually like they're down to their last couple units that they have to sell before they sell out. And so that's why I actually say that. These newly built and beautifully designed homes are selling fast, right? Comment TWT for more info plus a $500 closing credit. So this is just something that we do for the Warburton team. If you all decide to do that thing, I am not telling you to do that at all. And so please, I think it's like get in contact with your financial advisor to see if you can do things like that or your personal accountants. And so please advise with your personal accountants before giving away any sort of closing costs of anything of that nature. And so, but one of the things we do here for the Warburton team is we like to give away a closing credit if they come through our Instagram, right? Comment TWT for more info. And then, did you know you can now schedule tours with agents on demand on iConnect? No more call centers, no more plain phone tag, simply tap, talk, tour. And then the bedrooms is right there. I'm just going to verify that these are the bedrooms by going to their website. So I'm just going to type in Opal Sky Menifee Homes. I'm just verifying like the beds, baths, all that good stuff. So 18 to 2100. So 1888 to 2100. I'm just going to put that in there. Boom. So 18, let's just do 18 to, what was it? 2193, 2193, and then 1882, 1882, right? And then beds was 3 to 5, 2 to 3, perfect. And then starting in the mid 500s. And so I'm going to do this. Starting in the mid 500,000s, right? And then Tri Point Homes is the developer for these properties. So I tag them in there, listed by, developed by, listing agent, or developer, right? That's where you're tagging the real estate. You're just giving credit to the listing agent. That's their listing. You're just making it obvious to nobody else. You don't want to confuse anybody. And you're just showing them that this isn't my listing. It's listed by them, right? And so boom, boom, bang, right? And then okay. And then lastly is the hashtags. Obviously, this is all branded to us, whatever your brand is, right? If you have a Christian Rodriguez hashtag, you have a whatever your brand is for your company, that's what you're gonna put in there. We have, and I'm gonna change all this, homes in Menifee. Oops. Homes in Menifee. Right, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do Menifee Homes, boom, and then I'm gonna come here, Menifee Homes for sale. I'm also gonna do Menifee, California. I like that one, right? Boom, so we're good, and we're gonna hit OK. Now, so we have our description, right? We tagged our people, so I'm just gonna go in here, and again, Tri Point Homes. Right? So I'm just going to make sure I'm tagging them in here. Done. I'm going to give you guys a little tip. This is what I do to get a little bit more views on ours. I'm not going to do it right now on this listing, but you see that invite collaborators? When you invite a collaborator, this post then posts on their Instagram. If they accept it, they have to accept it, right? They have to accept it as a collaborator. And once they do, they then get this posted on their Instagram, right? And so the reason why I bring that up is because there are, I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is my secret trade right here. You see that city of Temecula up there? You see the city of Murrieta? These are Instagram accounts that are dedicated to that city or that county, right? And what I like to do, one of the reasons why our golfing, we had a golfing, we highlighted the Temecula Creek Golf Country Club over here. I sent a collaboration invite to the country club, and then they posted it on theirs. Our the amount of views started out at like 250, and then as soon as they posted it on theirs, it reached to 500. And so it's a little tactic to then increase the amount of views that you're getting from whatever audience that you choose. And there's a lot of tactics, there's a lot of tactics in here that you can use in order to bump up the views on your post, from the music, picking trending music, to collaborating with individuals that you're collaborating with. And I'm really giving away all our secrets right now. One of the things that we did was we went to one of the local coffee shops, and I cannot wait to post this. We found a local coffee shop who has the views, who has the 17,000 followers on their Instagram. We went to their coffee shop, did a video about them saying this is a local coffee shop, support your local business, invited them to collaborate, and then they take it and then they post it on their on their Instagram, where they have 17,000 followers of local. Like, who do you think is following that account? Local people. And that's the individuals that you all want to be in front of. And so that's one of the things that we're doing. Go ahead and take it and do as you wish with it. And so we're just going to tag TriPoint Homes. I always add the location. So these are in Menifee. I never do AI label. The audience is obviously to everybody. I don't mess with the free trial right now. And if we had this connected to our Warburton Props Facebook, I would turn that on so you don't have to double the work on Facebook, right? And so then what we're going to do is, last thing that I forgot to tell you guys is, you see how at the top it says edit cover? That's the cover. So when people see this, that's what they're going to see. And what I want to do, again, remember that hook in the beginning? I want to go to the hook. So all I'm doing is sliding my finger on the video. And I want the cover image to be right here, right? Boom. Did you see that kitchen? Menifee, California. So when now somebody's scrolling, that's what they're going to see. And not only that, but when I go into my search, this is also what they're going to see, right? Did you see that kitchen? Menifee, California. Tap Talk Tour. Matter of fact, our very famous Lainey, she was going through Instagram and she said, I seen your guys's Instagram post and naturally I just wanted to tap on it. And she said she actually did. And that's what I want to accomplish. I want somebody to stop and be like, wait, what's that? Wait, I want to see the kitchen. I wonder what the kitchen looks like. That's what I want, right? And so that's what the hook does. And this is what this profile grid, like the cover, does. And so we're going to hit done. And so now that's what the cover is going to look like. I'm going to scroll down, make sure I have everything. And then we're going to hit share. And then we're just going to wait for it to post. And bada bing, bada boom, that's what you're going to post. There's going to be one last thing before I know it's been a long tutorial, forgive me guys, but I kind of get into this stuff because our marketing team does such a phenomenal job of posting these posts and then and getting the results that they're getting with these posts. And so, what's it called? I'm going to transition back to myself. Also, posting times. We found that early in the morning before people are going to work, 8 a.m., usually that's when I post these, before 8 a.m., and lunchtime, around 11 to 1, and when people get off work, 5 p.m., evening time, right? So a little after like 3, 4, that's when I post as well. And so again, I literally, you could just go into Google and search that data yourself. You can look up, hey, when are people most on Instagram? When are people most on Facebook? Whatever platform that you're posting on, when are people most on YouTube, right? And so there's a little tip for you guys as well, on top of all the other tips that I've given you. I told you we're in a giving mood coming the holiday season. And so speaking of a giving mood, let's get to what Jonathan noticed. Our gimbal. At the beginning of this, I told you in order to get smooth footage, you got to have a gimbal, right? And one of the ones that I've used all the time is DJI. It's a phenomenal company. They do drones, they do all that good stuff. But one of the really good products that they make is gimbals for you literally to just attach your phone onto it. You download their DJI app, and then you could see the exact footage within the app, right? And there's a couple cool features within the app as well. And then I don't know if you guys can see, but there's this little like mechanical, all these buttons down here, and you literally can control the camera with the gimbal. This is so cool. I use this all the time. Our videographer uses this. He actually just bought this exact one, and he uses it to create the footage that you've seen. And right now, we are having a contest. We're actually having a giveaway on our Instagram. And so if you guys go to Instagram, we're going to be giving away this exact gimbal, this one, right? And if you go to our Instagram, there's two ways to enter to win it. One, you have to follow us on Instagram. So that's easy. Just go to our Instagram, follow it. And then two, tag another real estate agent that you would think would want a gimbal like this to create smooth like footage for their property tours that they're going to create and any other sort of footage that they want to create for themselves. And so again, to enter to win, follow us on Instagram, iConnect_official. And then two, tag a real estate agent friend of yours, and then they have to do the same thing. And if you actually, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to show you guys. And so I'm going to transition back here. If you actually go to our iConnect Instagram, you're going to see our post. And did it transition back? No, it did not. So you're going to see our post. It's right here, right? And obviously there's all of our beautiful people here at iConnect holding up the prize for you, along with the instructions on how to win this. You're going to see in the description, it thanks all of you for supporting us this year. And at the same time, it gives you the instructions on how to win this DJI Osmo Mobile 6 in order to record your footage. And all you have to do, again, is follow us at iConnect_official. And at the same time, tag another real estate friend of yours. And Monday at 12 p.m., we are going to announce the winner, right? So we're going to be giving this away. Obviously, we don't want to put people's information on here, but we're going to just go through, and however many people are in the comments, we're just going to scroll back and forth, and then we're going to tap on somebody. Whoever that is, that individual, you're going to get a DJI Osmo Mobile. And so, with that being said, I just want to thank you guys one more time. Like, really, like, seriously, like, I really appreciate you guys coming on here and spending your time with us and allowing us to provide value to you all and allowing us to be a prop tech company that supports you all. And we cannot wait for what we're about to get into in 2025. We got training from national speakers that we're going to be giving to you all through the app. We're going to be giving you all new app features that makes it as easy as possible for you all to get your buyers and sellers onto the app. We're going to be bringing to you all a community of 10,000 real estate agents whose sole purpose is to provide as much value as possible to their consumers so we can all learn from each other and all grow with each other. We only want 10,000 real estate agents. We don't want any more, right? Because I know there's a million plus real estate agents, but we all know that not all of them are like you all to where you're like, hey, I want to learn everything that I can to provide the best service to my customers as possible and to be, as efficient as we can and effective as we can as real estate agents so we can serve our communities well. And so I really appreciate every single one of you all. With this being the last episode of our iConnect, again, enter to win your gimbal. I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday season. Everybody stay safe. Jonathan, I know you like to party like an animal, so make sure just stay safe while you're doing it, man. Everybody else, Aline, John, Christian, thank you all so much. Everybody, I hope you guys have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Kwanzaa. And I wish I knew other languages to appear a little bit more cool to you guys. But I hope everybody has a happy holidays.